Hello, Tamers, Digidestined, the lot of ya, and welcome back to the digital world of Digimon Story Lost Evolution. Now, as you can see, we have a second farm. This is because, in between, I was thinking we needed some more space. And we did. We have a lot of Digimon. And we have a lot of Digimon that can digivolve. We have a few that can digivolve today. While we're getting Shine Greymon Ruin Mode, which is another part of our towards the end goals of the series. Beyond that, which I need to mark that off my list real quick. Beyond that, we did get Ancient Beetlemon Beta and Alpha, Apocalypse Alpha, and Ancient Trojamon or Ancient Troymon Alpha and Beta. But we now have Rune Greymon. So of course we will have to put him away. We'll put him on one of the islands. Rune Grey, it's been fun. Bye-bye. Because we are going to have to grab another Greymon subspecies to continue digivolving. However, we do have some other Digivolutions, I do believe. So before we do that, let's see. I do believe Gallantmon cannot go up yet. Ravemon cannot go up because we do not have burst mode yet. Rosemon cannot go into burst mode just yet. Ruin Grey, Beelzemon don't have blast mode yet. Galgamon's already in his burst mode. Zudomon can't go into his actual. Neither can Sylphimon. However, Mega Kabuterimon Red can go into Ancient Beatmon. However, he needs to be level 47 and befriending an Okuamon. Okay, so we do actually have to go get another Digimon. Alright, so we're going to go grab 2 Digimon from the Digiconvert. I honestly thought more Digimon could Digivolve today. Sorry about that. First off, we're going to grab... we're going to just start at Shine Greymon. Straight up, we've got a Shine Greymon. Burst mode can just start right here. We did also get up to, I think, around 613 excess plates for Octomon. Alright, so this is going to be Burst Gray. This is going to be the Burst mode, so I'm going to call him Burst. Then we need to find an Okuamon. I'm pretty sure we've fought Okuamon before, so we should have him here somewhere. Barbamon, Starmon, Tankmon, Andromon, Machinedramon, Aquilamon, Garuda, Parrot, Buten, Phoenix, Valkyrie. Okuamon, here he is. So we'll befriend Okuamon by getting him. Now, I haven't looked up how to get a lot of these plates anymore, but I figure most of the legendary warriors should be just in various areas. I figure, so we know where the Garurumon line ended. Oh, he's got new moves. Power Dark. Well, Power Dark's bad. But we know that the Garurumon line got Metal Garurumon at the Ice Continent area. So, why don't we go there and see if we can find Ancient Garurumon? Also, you would think, because it is what it is, Ancient Megatheriumon, which is the Ice Digimon, the actual Spirit of Ice, should be there as well. So, we're going to check Access Glacier. We've already checked Proxy Island. Proxy Island has Ancient Beatmon and Ancient Troymon, so hopefully this area has some ancients as well. Ancient Megatheriumon! Okay, so I was right. There is an ancient here. It's Ancient Megatheriumon. There's at least one here. But because we see Metal Garurumon there, I'm assuming Ancient Garurumon is here. Because that would make just too much sense to put the final line of Garurumon here. Man, this thing is a beast of a Digi. I mean, he is a legendary warrior after all. And like I did with most of the rest of these like I've done with all the rest of the Digimon that we've had and we've gotten, I am going to be working on Digivolving him from the bottom up. The only one that's not getting that treatment is Imperial Dramon Paladin mode. Because getting another Imperial Dramon would take a while. So just taking fighter mode and changing him over to Paladin mode will be easier. So mainly we're just searching. What we're doing today is we're searching for the ancients. So we already, funny enough, we already have the ability to get Thunder, which is Ancient Beatmon, or Ancient Beetlemon. We have him. We have the Wood one, which is Ancient Troymon. And we're working on Ice, which is Ancient Megatheriumon, which is through the Gomamon line. Sorry about that, I was writing down the names of them. But yes, I do know which lines they go through. So there's also Ancient wisemon. I think we have seen where he's at. I want to say he's in the same... I want to say he's in the area where a lot of the dark Digimon are. Oddly enough, I would think Caramon would... Or, not Caramon. Ancient Sphinxmon would be there. But it could be just because Ancient wisemon was part of the main story that he got to get placed somewhere else. Would have made too much sense to just have them all flock to that one Ancient wisemon. Especially because we can go back to him pretty easily. Man, still nothing. Not a single plate for Ancient Megatheriumon. That is... And especially if it's got to have an alpha and a beta, this is going to take a while. Whew. I know it would make the... I know the music is kind of the whole shtick of the thing, but I'm almost tempted to do my speed up and turn the music off while I do it. Almost. I was almost tempted. But this isn't going that bad. Now, there aren't any side quests really to get new digital plates. There are more side quests, but farm quests are a rather... Okay, so we've got one plate. The Ancient Digimon take a lot of precision and time, so I'm not going to bore you guys with trying to clean it on camera. Alright, we're just gonna pop Celestial Arrows instead of Sephiroth Crystals, because using Sephiroth Crystals is just annoying. Maybe I can get insta-deaths on these guys. I was hoping. You can always hope. But I've also noticed I haven't seen Ancient Garurumon yet. So I don't know if he's locked behind something or if he's just not here. You'd figure because Metal Garurumon was here that he'd be here. And yes, that's me assuming based off of a line variation. Because he's down the Gabumon line. But we know Ancient Megatheriumon is here. There is... Okay, so one of the ideas I've gotten, Ancient Megatheriumon is here. Let's go through and look for other areas that they could be at. A lot of this stuff has been on the graphics board continent. So, hazard a guess, they're probably all here. I don't see what could be down here except maybe the steel or fish one. So Ancient Mermaimon could be there, but there's also the underwater sections that connect these areas. I really don't think there's going to be anything in the Risk Factory or Crow Mine. There could be something in the Class Desert. I want to say this is where Ancient Wisemon is. But at the same time, he should be a steel type. Or a machine Digimon. He's the thing of steel. Lilithmon... Nope, Ancient Wisemon's here! Okay, so we know Ancient Wisemon is... chillin' like a villain... in Wizard Temple again. I thought he had gotten moved over somewhere, but... Okay, so Ancient Wisemon is in Wizard Temple. I was honestly hoping I was wrong. Also, that shows that he is a machine. That's odd. This area is supposed to be dominated by dark, and I thought I saw, like, fish or something. Maybe it meant machine. But you would also figure at that point that... we would see Ancient Sphinxmon then. Whoa! Okay, so my level 99s are starting to wear down these Ancients. So we know Ancient Wisemon is in Wizard Temple. Okay, I didn't get anything from him. Megatheriumon's at the icy... I'm just gonna put icy area because I don't remember what it's called. I think it's called Glacier, Access Glacier, but I want to be sure before I name drop it. So icy area. Wisemon, Ancient Wisemon. I'm trying to think of where these others could be. So my big thought process is that the desert has some of the Greymon species, I think. So it's possible that Ancient Greymon could be there. And a desert is hot. It would make sense. It's also a lot of sand, which is technically a variation of Earth. So it could be that the Ancient Earth Digimon is there. Or I could be completely wrong. A desert has wind. It could be Ancient Irismon for all I know. Oh, that would be weird. That would be weird to me. I'm trying to find various locations so that I can... I want to find the various locations so I can map them. And be able to give me some ideas on where to go. So we know Proxy Island... Proxy Island had Ancient Beatmon and Ancient Troymon. Access Glacier, I was right on the name. I should know this. I spent so much time at Access Glacier in Dawn and Dusk. I feel ashamed for that one. So far, it's got Ancient Megatheriumon. Let's go to the South Port, though. I feel like the South... Because Ancient Beatmon was in both areas for Proxy Island, and Ancient Troymon was in a unique spot. Alright, these are two Angelwomons. Maybe not. This one might just be I'm thinking too much into it. Or who knows, there could be one of those obsidian chests that I have to fight. Please don't let it be the Neptune one. Neptunemon was just... he was beating me. Neptunemon just beat the brakes out of me, and it drained all of my sanity at that point. And yes, I am just trying to escape from Angelwomons. They are not... okay, it's not showing anything special here. I'll give it one more fight. And then I'll see if there's... yeah, no. Okay, I was gonna see if there was anything special. So we're just gonna get rid of these two and be on our merry way. I mean, that's two more plates going towards Octomon. Alright, we're going to keep using the graphics board continent because graphics board makes sense. I still feel like there should be something residing in the Angler Tunnels. Alright, let's go check Angler Tunnels. It has Fish Digimon and Dark Digimon. That could be Ancient Sphinxmon and Ancient Mermaidmon. It's two different Ancient Digimon that could be here. Pukumon and Diaboro. Okay, I'm just gonna... I'll give it 3 tries. I forget that Pukumon is one of those resilient Digimon that takes a beating and keeps on kicking. Like, see, he took over 4k of damage because of the first... I think he almost took 5 or 6k because of that first strike. Alright. Probably subsequent ones I'll just escape from to try to alleviate. Boltmon and Diaboromon. I am assuming this place has an Ancient Digimon. If not, then this... okay, yeah. I was assuming, and now I have been proven wrong. Then again, there is the Legend Cup that I've been neglecting to do. Some of these Digimon might not show up until after the Legend Cup. But I really don't want to start that. Okay, so... let's see. There is, of course, Task Canyon. I've not gone here in forever. Thriller Ruins, that could have a Dark Digimon. I know where there's a good area that gets... where we were fighting Phoenixmons, near the South Port. It also makes it to where we can go heal pretty easy. So, if any location would be the location to put an Ancient Digimon, I think it's up where those Digimon are at. Guys, I was using you as beat sticks. Okay. You have chosen to pass on your digital code to my megas. Be honored. I'm not even gonna heal. I was gonna go heal in the city, but at this point, these Digimon are just getting in my way. And I'm going to be walking through them with Sephiroth crystals. Just a bit easier on this one. Yeah, today's mostly just try to search up where some of these Digimon could be hiding. I'm not sure where any of the form changes are meant to be. We could run into Shine Greymon Burst Mode while we're out this way. Okay, Aerovedramon, you are just mad annoying. So we're almost to the area where Phoenixmon was the main threat of the zone. I would assume that's the highest threat level area. Doru Goramon, Doru Greymon, and a Garudamon. Yeah, see, this area is still not even up to that yet. Because we're hitting Garudamon, but we're getting there. Because Doru Goramon he is a threat Digimon. I think this is the area where it's mostly Phoenixmons. Okay, it is. So this is the area where you find Phoenixmon a lot. I think there is another area back in the first zone, but I don't remember where it's at. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see if there's anything here. Garudamon, Phoenixmon. I may have come all the way up here for nothing. Because right now it's looking just like Phoenixmon and Garudamon. As well as Doru Goramon, Doru Greymon. I may have just come up here for okay, you guys are just... They chose to perish by the light. This was not my doing. This was their choice. I'm trying to remember if more Phoenixmon like show up because you get up one platform higher. I don't think they do. I'm gonna check because that is kind of a wonky little transition. Is that I'm only walking around certain area, like one small area, and hoping that all the Digimon show up for an area. Okay, so this is... Yeah, Phoenixmon, Doru Greymon. I'm starting to see a pattern here. Just Doru Greymon, Doru Goramon, and Phoenixmon and Garudamon. Can I dig still? I don't remember. Oh, nope, I don't have a dig Digimon. Whoa, never mind. That's a rare spawn if I've seen one. That's an Ancient Greymon. So, Ancient Greymon is in Task Canyon. At this specific spot. Or at least this specific area he is. Holy cow. Well, let's get rid of the two other nuisances, and then we will focus primarily on the Ancient Greymon that's in front of us. I will say, out of all the Ancients, he is my favorite. He is still not my favorite Digimon. He is my favorite of the 10 legendaries. The only one that actually gets close is Ancient Sphinxmon. That one has always been so amazing in my eyes. So that one actually does get a it is a really close second. And then I have no idea how I would rate the rest of them. Ancient Garurumon's pretty good. It's got a pretty cool design for a Garurumon. I actually want, weirdly enough, thinking about this, because people have talked about, okay, so we didn't get a plate, so we're gonna have to try around here now for Ancient Greymon. We now know where Ancient Greymon is, Ancient wisemon, and Ancient Megatheriumon. That's 3 to try for. But, so, the we have him on our team. We have Omnimon. People have been wanting a Victory Greymon and Zeed Garurumon fusion to make an Omnimon, but I actually want an Ancient Omnimon. I want the fusion of the 2 Ancients. And yes, the fusion of the 2 Ancients most people think of, it is like, oh, well, wouldn't that make Susanomon? No, that would not make Susanomon. Susanomon is made from Emperor Greymon and Magna Garurumon, and is a conglomerate of all of the spirits. I just want Ancient Greymon, Ancient Garurumon, into an Omnimon. Because I think it would be pretty cool, since Ancient Greymon would have to fill the canon role. Similarly to the Alter S, Greymon would have to fill the canon role, because Ancient Garurumon has those giant blades that could be its sword. It could have a twin sword that it slashes through with those. Now I know is it considered Ancient Garurumon, or is it like Ancient Garmamon in the original Japanese? Because that could change if you could get an Omnimon fusion out of it. I think this has always been called Ancient Greymon, but I know like Ancient Troyamon is, I think we dubbed it to like Ancient Trojanmon or something. Ancient Troymon or something. Not Troya, or whatever, however you're supposed to pronunciate it. And I think Ancient Beetmon became Ancient Beetlemon because they changed it from Beatmon to Beetlemon. I think Ancient... I want to say it was Ancient Irismon is Ancient... They changed a few when they did localizations for the Ancients, but if he is supposed to be an Ancient Garurumon, which would make sense, since he's most of the time referenced with the Garurumon line, I would say that an Ancient Omnimon would be nice. You could also make his wing. You could make the armor on his Garurumon. You could make the armors look pretty cool. And I think you could, instead of doing well, you'd probably still have the cape. But it'd be... Oh, wait, I just noticed he has, on his sides, he has the coronal blasters from Vitramon, or he's also known in the dub. I think it's Burning Greymon. The Beast Spirit. So yeah, that could be what comes out of. You could have it to where they're on the sides of his jaw, and his jaw opens up, pushes them a bit forward, and it's just 2 massive... you could actually make it more of a rapid fire shooter instead of a cannon. And then similarly, the blade could be a twin blade. See, now I'm thinking. Now I'm thinking with my Digidestin brain. Alright, this will probably be the last fight for this episode. Hopefully trying to get a Ancient Greymon shard. Or an Ancient Greymon plate. Ancient Megatheriumon, I think we did get one of its plates. I don't know if it has two or not. If it has two, then we're kind of... There's also the problem, we have no idea where Crimson Mode is for Gallantmon. We have no idea where Blast Mode is. We have no idea where some of these Burst Modes are. And there are still several Ancient Digimon missing from the roster. There's also the Legend Tournament, which I think I might go into that one. Well, we didn't get an Ancient Greymon, but we at least got an Ancient Megatheriumon plate that I'll be able to try to fix up between the episodes. They take a lot out of you. So, but I will try my best. Hopefully next time we will have the start of the 10 legendary warriors with perhaps an Ancient Beatmon. Oh, actually, before we go, let me look up what Digimon digivolves into Ancient Troyamon. We can actually start that. So Ancient Troyamon is a Palmon Digivolution off of Cherrymon. Okay. So let's see if we've got a Cherrymon real quick. And we can get a Cherrymon to put in the box. And while I'm level grinding, he can be leveling up in the box. Okay, so... Phoenixmon, Rosemon, Cherrymon, there he is. Cherrymon, Digi-Convert! You're gonna become an Ancient Digimon. An Ancient Horse. Made of wood. I still do wish we could get more of the beast spirits, the human spirits, other than just fire and light. And potentially... this was ancient, and I'm just gonna put ancient. Oh, I'm gonna go with that because I don't remember how it's actually supposed to be typed out. Oh, close. I added one more letter than it should. So, let's put him in a box real quick. We'll put him over with... We'll move him right in here with Mega Kabuterimon Red. They can get all nice and friendly. So now, thank you everyone so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And I will see you all on Monday in Digimobs. See y'all.